Hi everyone, this is Reese with babyprepping.com and babycaremag.com, and I'm back again to talk to you about a couple of really great products that I love from Bamboobies. If you haven't seen my interview with Carrie Gilmartin, the founder of Bamboobies, you should go check it out. She's fabulous. She's really awesome, friendly, smart, down to earth, and just really, really caring, which I love. I think it's really important that the people who make products for babies and for new moms really care for their customers, and she really does, and that comes across in all of the products they've developed and all of the work she does. So it was a really nice time to talk to her and find out how she started the company and how she started with their signature product, which is their nursing pads. Those I talked about in a separate video. So if you're in the market for some nursing pads and you haven't found ones you love, check out the video. Maybe it'll help you save some money. You might love them, you might not, but at least you'll get to see a little bit more about them and get my opinion and what I went through and how I chose them. But today we are going to talk about a couple of other things. First, we are going to talk about their new bra. I got mine in hot pink because why not? And that's the front. That's the back. Let me just show you a couple of things here, first of all. So it's pretty solid at the bottom. I mean, the elastic is really firm to give you a lot of support. For me though, I'm a little smaller chested, so I don't need a ton of support. So the bottom felt a little snug to me in the beginning. It felt like it was squeezing me a little too tight. Probably because it was brand new. Because after I wore it a few times and after I washed it a couple times, it definitely started to loosen up. It's still a little firm, but that's kind of how most sports bras I've worn feel like. So I think it's kind of normal. And I might just like mine a little bit looser. But again, if you are more well endowed than I am and you need a little more support, then you probably definitely need that. So it might be really good. The other thing is, here's the back, and just so you know, it comes with another set so that if you need a little bit more, you need to replace it. That's fantastic. And of course, this is their nursing bra, so it has those telltale clips at the top here so that while you're wearing it, it just folds down, and then you can let baby nurse and then fold it right back up like that. So it's pretty simple. I mean, you know, most nursing bras have those clips there. It comes with some pretty heavy duty padding here, so when you fold it down, it's not like, it doesn't just kind of flop over. It holds its shape, which is kind of funny. But I mean, you can just move it out of the way, obviously. It's still fabric and flexible, but it's not just pure cloth. There is some really nice sturdy padding in there. I loved it. Again, just because it was a little snug, I don't wear it all the time, but definitely it's super helpful to have, you know, the clips and the nursing part. I mean, such a huge deal just to make it so much easier. And I'm currently nursing a toddler who likes to do the, you know, nursing gymnastics and move around a ton, and so it's nice to just have something that's easy to work with and really discreet and yeah, so I dig it. It's very cool. The other thing though, I have to tell you, I love, and I use this all the time. It's their nursing shawl. And I got mine in this gorgeous plum color. You can see it's beautiful. And it's kind of just a long rectangular piece of fabric. And let me show you the, so this is the back right here, sort of. And that's how it opens up. So this would go right over your head like this. And you can see it's really flexible, really light, and it's also super stretchy, which is amazing. Check this out. So again, for that toddler who likes to do the gymnastics, having it be stretchy is fantastic. And I love this edge. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure there's a technical name for it. It's not ruffled, but it is a little crinkly. So I love that kind of, that textured edge there. And then it runs down the seam as well, right down like that, so that I can have it in the front if I want to, or I can have it on the side, like this, something like that. And then the other thing is you can also, it's so flexible and it's so light that you can also wear it as a scarf if you wanted to do an infinity scarf. Just fold it up. And the last time I wore it, well, not the last time, I actually wore it this morning, but the last time I really put this to good use was when I was flying with my toddler from Los Angeles to Portland, and Los Angeles was much warmer than Portland at the time. And so in LA, I just kind of had it over me. And again, it's so light and it's so flexible that it didn't feel warm at all. It was just a nice little cover piece while I was walking through the air-conditioned airport. And then when I had to nurse her before we got on the plane, I nursed her before we got on the plane in those chairs where you're just sitting right outside the gate and there's tons of people and all the chairs are packed. And she just got cozy under there and nursed. And then when we got on the plane, I nursed her on the plane, and we were sitting next to another passenger who we didn't know. And so, I nursed her under this thing, and again, super discreet, really easy to use because it's so light and flexible. And then when we got to Portland, it kept me nice and warm. So that was fantastic. If you're looking for a shawl, I mean, I know you can go out and buy different shawls at stores now, but this just works really well for a ton of different reasons. And like I've said before about Bamboobies, they put a lot of thought and care into their products because they care really deeply for their customers. So you can tell that this isn't just a shawl. It is supposed to be used a few different ways, and it works really great as a nursing cover. Maybe not the very beginning. If you watch my interview with Carrie, she makes a really good point that when you're in those really early days and weeks of nursing, brand new mom, you have a newborn, and you're still trying to figure out positioning and latch, and sometimes it might be more helpful to have a nursing cover that has a little more structure. That you've probably seen the ones that have kind of a formed ring that goes around your neck that holds it up kind of like a tent. And that's super helpful because it keeps it off baby and kind of off your body, and it frees your hands to get under there and move baby around and help, get that latch right. But after the first couple of weeks or first few weeks, once you've got it down and you're a more experienced breastfeeder, this is amazing. Oh, and I also took it to the park this morning and I just laid it down on the grass while we had a picnic. So you can use it for whatever you want. You can throw it over a car seat to block the shade. Again, it's really light, and it lets a lot of air in. So you can use it a ton of different ways. One of my favorite things is the color, though, because I love jewel tones, and this plum, this really dark, deep, rich purple is just gorgeous. So anyway, if you're looking for a nursing bra or you're looking for a shawl, those are my thoughts about the Bamboobies ones. Check them out on their website. And if you haven't tried out their nursing pads or their pumping lubricant, check out my other review video. And stay tuned because I'll have more stuff for you and more thoughts for you on stuff that I've tried and stuff that worked for me. And again, hopefully you can watch these videos and get a sense of how things work and how well things don't work. And then you won't have to, waste so much money or do so much research. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you soon.